Well, we're back on the another podcast, and of course we got the usual guys here. We got LaVantor right here. We got Ray-de-oh on the end, and new to the show, Raven. By the way,
worth looking at.
She's gonna give us a women's perspective on a lot of things. We love that. She can give us any perspective on it. She's very opinionated, which is what I love the most about her.
Black woman is not.
Okay.
Oh.
Get it together.
And so with Ray-de-oh here, I'm pretty sure you're all thinking the same thing that LaVantor and I are thinking. Ray-de-oh, stop flirting.
Yeah.
Because we know you're gonna flirt and curse. Yeah.
It's a way of life.
Yeah, that's all he does.
It's a way of life.
Okay, so we're gonna start the show off kind of recapping last week because we still have the discussion going about the N-word. And as most of you know, we refer to LaVantor as Tom on the show. Tom had something to say about the N-word.
Are you crazy?
Tom Brown was gonna give you his name.
Look. Go give you.
No, what I said was
I'm about the same color as this shirt.
what I said was
Here we go.
the millennials, which are people born in the 90s up and up, for about 95 on up.
It's actually 84.
No, 84 to 35 to 49 is
That's
Generation X. And then everybody under 35, which would make it 90 and up.
Yeah, that's millennial.
Those are millennials. Millennials, I have talked to several millennials just in the past week who don't believe, wait a minute, that's wrong. I was talking about whipping kids. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Okay. Millennials don't feel the sting of the N-word because they didn't grow up in a society where when we were younger, they didn't say the N-word in a lot of songs. NWA may have said it, but that was it. Now, every song has it. All the crossover songs have
You're
it.
talking about songs. I'm talking about life.
That's where the white kids are getting it from.
They can get it from life, and they can get that reaction in real life too. They can sit there singing in the song, but you're singing around me. Yeah.
So last week you said if it's in the song, they can say it.
They can.
But now you're saying you'll hit them.
They singing the song. They singing it around me.
It's not around me.
They in their car.
So you feel the same way? You
so
think
you
that's
saying-
legit?
Oh, but
Wait a minute.
Tom Brown, no.
Yeah. Go ahead, Tom.
I think there's, when you say millennials, it's not just millennials that have that same issue. Even older ones. You have someone, take for instance, someone born and raised in Newark, New Jersey, or Irvington, or even the bad parts of, Alabama. They're they're mostly around African Americans. So they hear each other using the N-word. And then they say, okay, well, I'm using it as a term of endearment.
Okay.
So would they have an issue with someone who's, you're born and raised in that environment and then you use that word, but you don't know who you're around or who it does offend. Just like you have issues with...
But it's in the song.
It's in the song.
And people are singing the song.
But you don't have to say the whole word. You can say, or you can go
So you want people to stop saying, you want to put it in the song, Chris Brown, Freaky Friday.
I don't want you to put it in the song, though.
There you go. Now that's what I agree with. You don't put it in the song.
Even if it's in the song, you ain't got to sing the song in somebody's face trying to offend everybody. You can sing it in your car or whatever. Even back in the day when they had nigga, not the N-word, in song, that's what they would say, but they would do it in the privacy of their own home, whatever. I grew up in a very Christian home. I wasn't sitting up there singing the song around my parents like that.
Well, we know, Tom.
Like you wouldn't say
Them words,
that,
look, I never even used profanity, not once around my mother.
I didn't either. I didn't
okay,
either.
yeah, but when you're around the appropriate person, you change what you're saying because you don't want to offend that person. Wait a minute, or get a reaction. So even today, let some kid be around somebody, some white kid be, let's put the place, Waffle House or someplace. Because it's been popping off in Waffle House.
Please don't bring the Waffle House in.
Look, let them start singing. Let them start singing up in Waffle House. They're gonna end up on the grill. They getting cooked.
Okay, but here's the thing though. It's in the song.
Come on, Tom Brown, no. You don't understand. You can't comprehend it.
Tom, I know, brother. I know that.
It doesn't matter.
That has nothing to do with
I
it.
understand where Mark is
I'm
coming
saying
from.
it's in the song.
Because
You
if
can't
you-
ask them to sing the song. Hip hop culture.
We didn't
is-
ask them to sing it, period.
Whoa, hip hop culture has invaded into the white neighborhood. Most kids who buy the hip hop music are white kids.
Okay, that's
so
fine.
they're singing the words that are in the songs of their favorite songs, and now you're telling them, okay, I can sing these words at home, but I can't sing these words outside.
No, you can sing it wherever you want to. Just know that it might get a reaction from the people that are around. This is a free world. You can do what you want,
there you
but
go.
everything you do is a choice. There's actions for what you say and what you do. And if you can deal with that action, sing the song, partner.
So
It's hypocritical.
Okay,
I
can see
They
the
can't
market
sing it out.
saying,
Okay, that was a group of all white kids, right? On that bus.
Yes.
The bus.
So that was fine until they posted it. Because they do it all the time. We just
You
don't
do
know
it in
about
private. You do it in private. You just don't know about it.
Right.
I'm with that. I'm
Do
with
it in
that.
private.
I'm with that. But I'm saying if they
No,
say it
they
in
cannot.
private and it's not in a song, that's one thing. If you're singing a song, not just a song, a top chart song.
Yeah.
So you're singing a good song that everybody is singing on the radio. You're saying the
They're
N-word.
not singing
You're saying
that.
the words.
Wait a minute. First of all, they're not singing that song on the radio, so you're wrong.
Well, I mean, they got the radio version.
No.
And in the radio version, they scratch
radio
it out.
version, they scratch it out.
scratch it out.
Look, they scratch
They're
it out.
listening to the album.
Their version that they got is their personal version that they got. They're singing it.
Okay.
Okay, they're singing it on the bus. If they hadn't have posted it, it's all good.
They should have been like that one Pike member. He was right in the front. And they were saying it.
He
Homeboy was
he was just sitting like this.
My girlfriend might be
Look, but he was bobbing a little bit, but that's about it.
you saw his smile turn into it like, oh, did they just say the whole word though?
Yeah.
Are you saying that they can sing the song in public and it should be okay?
I'm saying if the artist put the word in the song,
it's
you
okay.
can't be mad because people are
So
singing
we can't be
the
mad
song.
if they, just because they wrote the song, we can't be mad if they sing it out in public just willy-nilly, walking down the street, bumping.
Just yes or no time.
So what you're telling me is if I listen to a pop song, if I listen to a Justin Timberlake song and he says, cracker,
That mean you gay.
honky,
Rachel Wilson, I'm a redneck woman.
There you go.
Baby, I know that word. I love country music. I'm a redneck white woman.
and she's so she shouldn't have a problem with you saying redneck white woman, right?
Right.
Because she
No,
says
because
it in
when
a song.
nobody beat when you say a redneck white woman, when nobody hung to,
Yeah, your
and when
Christmas
nobody
lights on your
tore
front porch,
apart.
all.
But that's Generation X. That's not millennials. That's not the young kids.
So the
young
millennials, so you
You
saying
have
millennials
more
get a
than
pass
just
Huh?
because they don't know.
No, I'm not saying millennials
'cause they
get a
not getting
pass.
whooping.
I'm
They-
saying
they
they didn't
get
get a whooping about it.
But they get
I'm
whooped
saying,
by the
I'm saying
police.
not only did they not get a whooping about it, but growing up, they're growing up now, and kids don't do that. It's a when I was a kid, interracial dating. Are you kidding me? White girls didn't even talk to you in the hallways hardly.
That's where you grew up.
Well then, but that's what.
It does matter where you
But
grew up.
that's what I can relate to. That's not what we did. So when now my son's in school, and every little girl that talks to him, just about every little girl that
Well,
talks
that's
to him,
because
is
he's
white.
cuter than you were in school.
Well, there we go. Enough
Ouch!
said.
The truth. Did that knife just go in your
No,
heart?
it didn't.
There we go.
He's a better version.
Stab you in your
Yeah.
face.
I just hope you're not giving your son them brown nosing ways.
Wow.
I'm just saying, Tom.
I gotta
Are
be
you
brown
passing
nosing.
on? Are you passing
All right,
it on?
we're gonna move on. New topic this week. Speaking of kids, the millennials. A lot of millennials I've talked to recently. I'm gonna look up some actual facts numbers here, but a lot of millennials don't believe in whipping their children. Well, Raven's got a son. Let's start there.
Yeah. I want mine though.
Oh my God.
She said it like she
Oh
just
my
finished.
gosh.
She said
Please
like,
don't call the people.
She said like,
Scan.
I just whooped her before I came here.
For real. Like, no, for real. Hey, you're not gonna mess up over here.
Yeah.
And think nothing's gonna happen.
Okay, but do you agree? Because there are millennials who believe speaking to your children is better, and you'll get a better understanding. Because if you whip them, they don't understand.
Well, that's
what
why
they're
you had so
getting
many
ready
mass
for.
shootings going on. You should have been getting beat.
Look, but
Whoa.
you're talking about millennials first of
What
all.
millennials you talking
look,
about?
Yeah, but that first of all, they shouldn't
They
even have
breeding?
children yet.
Well, some
Oh,
of them
or
do.
Generation
Some
X.
of them
Look,
15 years
look,
old.
wait a minute.
But
the
Generation X then.
Yeah, but the ones that do, their children are end up being raised by
Grandparents.
the grandparents, the older generation. So
I got a
the
bus
system.
full of the system kids.
Yeah, but
They
and
get to
that's
go
it.
home and visit, then they got to go back.
See, when you sit up there and they do something wrong and you just want to sit there and talk to them, they feel like there's no repercussions for their actions for what they do. They just not gonna, the only thing they're gonna do is talk to me. So I get a pass. And then when they get out there in life and Popo or whoever the police want to do something or get on them or whatever, why are you doing this to me? Why are you putting your hands on me? Why? Because they feel like there's no repercussion, like they entitled to do X or whatever. They're entitled to you can't arrest me for speaking my mind or saying what I want to say. Well, actually, the police officer can arrest you for speaking your mind and saying what you think you want to say. And
I think if you have a mixture of it, I don't, if you're sitting there saying, okay, all I'm going to do is just talk to them, I think in that instance they do other things other than just talking to them. Either they take their video games away or they take their toys away. I have a son, and he's young, like he's 5 years old. Okay. But at the same time, I discipline him. I tell him why I'm disciplining him, and then I also take away those privileges, because you get those privileges because you were on good behavior. You did good things, so you got rewarded. Well, you're doing bad things, so now you're going to get those things taken away, and then you can actually get those things back. Now, I believe in doing that thing, but if you're just, okay, I'm just going to talk to him, then no. I mean,
I don't want to take anything away from them, because with me,
for it, I'm gonna take it back.
Well, I whoop them bad enough to where they gonna have problems usually. Anyway,
hey man, they gonna call the system.
Look, no, I'm just joking. But nah, let's talk to somebody that's an expert.
But
He got 9 kids.
Talking to him, you send a mixed message.
9 kids?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. I'm just good at what I do.
Wait a minute, watch this. You might want to scoot over.
I'm like, sniff you, I might get pregnant.
Oh, we shook hands, didn't you? I seen you 9 months. Anyway, when you talk to kids, you send them a mixed message. They think they equal to you now because you have a conversation.
Here we go.
So you do both, like she said. You discipline them and you tell them why you discipline them, and then you tell them, okay. But because if you know, actually whooping the kids today don't really work. You beat them, and they will do the same thing 5 minutes later.
Why is it like that?
I think that begins on when you begin.
Yeah,
if you start early and with them,
get
like,
your bluff
hey,
in.
stop doing it, whatever, you don't have to do it when they get older to an age, because you'll say something to them, it's in their mind.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I think our parents put the fear of God in us anyway.
Yeah, but it started out from a baby at a real young age.
But I still think my mama crazy.
Yeah, because when we got to like 13 to 10 years, we wasn't tripping doing it. Now you want to have a discussion. I'm sitting there in the mall looking at kids having full-fledged arguments with their parents, using this and you said you was gonna get this, bitch, and all this. I'm like, to their mama. Mm-hmm. Because they feel like they're talking to the mom like it was like a friend or somebody. I'm just like, there would have been a prayer going on.
Yeah,
a prayer, because I would have been on the floor.
It'd have been some
teeth.
My mom,
Woo! They do stuff nowadays, I just can't see it.
I think it also goes, it's different kind of disciplines for different kind of kids. There are certain kids, like my niece, you can raise your voice, she will cry and never do it again. She's 14 years old now. Like I can tell you probably maybe twice that I've actually tapped her hand, and she's never done it again. Now my other niece, mind you, that you had to get switches and braid them together and just bring the fury in it.
But it's back to what you said. It's when you start.
Yeah.
Cause see, I'm dealing with that now on my bus. These kids, when they little, they say a cuss word and they go, oh, he look cute. Come here. Say what you said. And they sit there and they curse.
Now you put it on social media.
They laugh.
You're laughing about it. It's going viral.
So now this same child is 8 years old, still talking like that. Yeah. But now he's talking to mama like that.
Right.
Because mama made him think it was okay.
Next he's on Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, they get the record.
Mama's on Dr. Phil, and he like, why you bring me on here, bitch? Huh?
Yeah.
I got
either that, they're talking to him from prison. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Put some money on my books.
Or they want to sit there and force feed them with pills.
Ooh,
ADHD. And dope them up. You see them with the glazing and glazing them over. I'm like, if you would have just gone ahead and got the right kind of discipline, you would not. Like I said, if some kids you don't have to actually physically hit. The threat will be good enough. You have to know your kids though. And you starting from a young age, you will know, okay, no, let me go ahead and put the fear in you.
Yeah.
But you have those kids that if you would have seen them from me, because you see on the bus, you see certain kids, all you need is a whooping. You say to yourself, your mama should have gave you a whooping.
But on that note, man, see, I didn't even put the aspect in there of pills. There are a lot of parents who ADHD,
they don't even
ADD. They give them pills to get them to focus.
To focus.
To focus.
Yeah, but it's not a focusing pill.
No.
It slows them down because they had
It
my
slows
son.
down their blood
And
pressure.
and watch this. And this is the trick part about it. They get a lot of black moms and parents or whatever to do this because they get a check when they give you them pills.
This is true.
So they getting money
So
for
it's a
doing
financial thing.
it. Yeah. Oh, and it's a nice little financial thing, especially
Also, when you get the what they call it, like the ADHD
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
that,
yeah.
that they put before the child. Basically, those are codes for when you get older. If you got ADHD, that means you can't function without medicine. If you special, that means you didn't learn the basics.
Yeah.
So when you say you go to college and you fill out something, you put all that, you with special classes, they already know that you don't know the basics. So
But you can learn the basics later on.
Tom Brown knows.
What? What? How did that come back on me?
I was just making a point.
How did it come back on me?
But yeah, as far as whooping the kids, you have to start from day one.
Yeah.
So everybody
If you
here's
don't
everybody
start-
here's in agreement. Whooping
Let's-
kids
Let's
is,
do this
has,
also.
to, has to be
There's
a
a
part
difference between whooping and beating.
Big,
them, right.
big difference.
If it's
That's
a
a
control,
huge-
if it's a control whooping, wap, don't do this again, go to your room.
Yeah.
What you
said
getting
tell-
whooped with?
Yeah, what you getting
Extension
whooped with.
cord.
What-
Yeah, if you got alcohol in your hand, you don't need to be with. Hey, come here.
Well, because I'm talking, I think I got extension cords,
House
water
shoes.
hose.
Oh, come on, Tom Brown.
Wait a minute.
I did.
Master
my
never
dad-
Hey, wait a
beat you
minute.
like
No,
that.
My
no.
dad-
Looks like
Master
he
never
had.
did
He got
you
a
like that.
sandal because the name of it is on the back.
You never
Whatever.
got whooped like, come on.
Whatever. My dad was 56 when I was born, so I had old school. He was born
Papa
in
was a rolling
1916. Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah,
was.
you probably did get a little stench car.
Yeah, Pops did it all.
How wheel track.
Y'all remember the Tupperware when your mom or grandmother had the cake and she would put the cake taker? You know, you can take it off.
Yeah.
Y'all had
Yeah.
Tupperware?
Yeah. We had Tupperware. The cake taker.
Yes, it was not
We had
rich.
each other.
All right, all right. So we hit the whipping. Now let's hit another thing. We talked about it a few minutes ago. We talked about the N word. So let's switch it over to interracial dating now.
Again?
Yes, we're gonna talk about interracial dating.
It's simple. Interracial dating is simple. If you date this person because you love them, that's fine. If you date this person and claiming that this person is better, like you dating a white woman, you claim you dating her because she's better than a black woman, now there's a problem. As long as you dating out of love, genuine love, you good. But if you dating,
They can get out.
yeah, see,
See.
Look,
if you dating because you say one is better than the other, no, that's not right. No.
But who says one's better than the other?
It's
There
a
are
lot
people
of-
that
that
say
believe
that.
that.
I put it on my social media, and people have said that.
Well, hold on. Let's ask Tom. Tom, what do you think?
well, speaking as one of the brethren,
Oh, brother, we're
Are they twins? Something.
oh wow. Well, I have to go to you, radio. That's pretty much it. It's what feels you, what likes you. I know some guys, black women won't even talk to them for some reason.
See?
And look, and then for whatever reason, white girls seem to. So that's
That happened.
fine.
That happened to me in college. I played basketball in college. The sisters would
Whoa.
not give me the time of day.
Tom, you afraid of black women.
I'm not
They can,
be honest.
smell the fear.
I'm not afraid of black
They
women.
can smell the
But
fear.
if you're gonna go with that analogy, if a woman never talked to you, so you gonna go to men?
Woo! Why am I saying that?
No,
I
he
didn't say
said-
that
Would you
women
date a
don't
white
talk
man
to
or
me.
a black
No,
man?
he said.
So would you
no,
date a
just-
white man or a black man?
He didn't say that a woman didn't talk.
I didn't
just
say that a
certain
woman didn't
types
talk.
of
I'm telling you,
women
women-
didn't.
So let's go back
Types
to my
of
question.
women.
Would you date a white man or a black man?
Neither one of them. But they
Two
said
snaps and a
whatever.
round circle.
but the sisters didn't want to go out with me.
Did you ask a sister to go out with you?
Yes.
How was your approach with it? If you're arrogant and
The
being
sisters
a
didn't want to
butthole,
go out with me because I wasn't thuggish enough.
They were right.
That was the rap. Mark is not a thug. Oh, he trying to go to class and graduate. Nobody want that.
In
They just-
college?
in
No
college.
Did you wear
None
the
of the
zipper?
sisters-
What college did you
Did you
go
wear
to?
the zipper
Whatever,
shirt in
man.
college?
I was a basketball player. Henderson
college
State.
did you
man.
attend?
Henderson State.
Oh, that's a college?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
That's about right there next to Arkansas.
Oh, you don't even get out. So
know
look, he drives the buses at the college.
There you go.
Yes.
See, there you go.
This
But,
brother.
At least I go.
but the sisters,
True.
the sisters didn't go out with a brother. They wouldn't go out.
They
with
just
a brother.
shouldn't go out with you. Cause I'm pretty sure it's plenty of brothers with me. It's plenty of brothers.
They wouldn't go out with me, but they went out with the dude.
Well, Tom, maybe it's 'cause the way you
who hit
act.
him, who dogged him out, who talked trash to him, who talked down to him.
Well, Tom,
they did
give
do
him
that.
a little hit. Push him a
That
little.
may be the reason why they need to be, they get their whippings too.
So in other words, you're saying you wasn't manly enough.
Yeah, Tom,
No, I didn't say
give him a
that.
little air, and then
No, man, no.
man,
They'll drop one day.
Look,
They will
in college, I had no problem. No problem with light skinned, dark skinned women. It's no problem.
I went through a phase though, where I did not date African American men.
Whoa, see?
I went through
So a
a
lot of
phase.
them were on that thing.
Well, I hope
But
y'all
you-
enjoyed this
but
show. This is the
also
last
here's-
time she'll be here.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's hear from her.
Here's the issue that I had, not knowing and being ignorant to the fact that men are men regardless of the
Hey, man.
Wow.
You're gonna be treated this way by
Did
this
she
group
say
of men.
self? She said.
Ignorant to that fact, yes.
I've
You
never
can
heard a
what-
woman say
you
that
all right
on
over
her
there?
own.
You
You
gonna have
good?
Okay, go ahead.
But I didn't realize at that point in time thinking, okay, white was better. Because portraying, okay, you get your Barbie doll. Back then, Barbies didn't come in all kind of
didn't
colors.
come in
They
all
come in
colors.
white.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty much
Get out again.
If you had good credit, it's because you were white. If you had a better house, it was because you were white. You see that media portrayal, and you think, okay, well, maybe if I date a white guy or a white woman, I'll be treated better. There are different types of personalities and attitudes in every single race. It doesn't. I hear a lot of black men say, I date white women because they don't give me attitude.
Okay.
Well, I've heard that.
I've heard that.
I've heard that.
You've heard that?
You
You've
lived that?
never experienced that
I've
yourself.
heard that.
You've never experienced that yourself.
I did.
Or you just don't want to say.
I
you
ran
experienced it.
because I ran into a white woman that was worse than any black woman with an attitude that I ever dated.
I have a question.
So I've run into that.
I have a question.
What?
I've heard that black women treat a white man different than she would a brother.
Ooh.
I don't think so. I didn't treat when I was with my ex, I didn't
Well,
treat
you
him.
didn't know
Look,
any better.
wait a minute. Look, I'm gonna
You
say
never
I'm gonna
dated
say
him.
that's you because talking to white guys, they say that is so true. They say they've never been treated. They've been treated like a king with black women, but of course,
Well, I treat my men like kings. I mean, if I whatever
men
race
you got?
I wouldn't know. I only married one.
Okay,
And
okay.
I love you, sweetie. Hi.
we love her
But-
too.
Sweetie, you a second choice.
It's the same personalities you're gonna find. You can find them in every race.
Yeah.
And for people to say, "Oh, I'm only gonna date a white woman," or "I'm only gonna date an Asian woman," and I've heard white men say, "I'm only gonna date a black woman." Like only gonna date a black woman because
But you,
They're
but
good.
So is it true black women treat white men better?
no, I don't think so. I do not. I don't personally believe so. I don't. I do not.
well, there's expectations and a lot of standards that are different when they're dating somebody that's Caucasian, and when they're dating somebody that's black. You know, there's just a difference. There's a difference in expectations.
I do think there's different things that you're conscious of.
Yeah.
I did find myself when dating the white guy, I found myself being more Afro chic. Like I wanted to be more black, like to prove that I was black.
I don't think
that I
that's
was
more
down.
possible.
Well,
Be black enough.
I mean, I still have my natural hair, but I mean the Afro, the
Like has
Black
some
Panther.
spirit.
You know, I mean, I just wanted to prove that I
I'm
did
still
not
black,
give
you
up
come
on
and date a
my,
white man,
on my
yeah.
heritage.
Yeah.
I've never treated them differently.
Them.
Really?
Who is them?
Wait a minute, let's
When
go
I
back to the
dated-
main question.
When
Have
I
you
dated-
ever dated a black woman?
I have dated a black woman.
You-
I've dated several black women.
You rember when?
Longer than a week?
I was married to one for 13 years. So
She
yes,
enslaved you, huh?
it felt like that.
So there is a
So
difference.
you get out.
It felt like that. However,
Did she have an attitude? So she was one of the ones.
she
with
didn't
the
know.
But
No,
you gave
she
her the
didn't have
attitude, right?
No, she didn't have an attitude at all. That might have been the difference. She had no
Oh,
attitude.
so you was afraid of her.
She was nonchalant. Nothing affected her. Nothing.
That's a good woman.
I'll be gone. I'm going to the moon. I'll be back in 3 days. Okay.
Okay. That's a good
Look.
woman.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Look. No, I'm right.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's gone.
That's just the way it is.
Look.
Real nonchalant.
Did you catch her?
Yeah, LaVantor,
Did
come
you
on
see
over with your
Did you
black
see her?
self.
Did you catch her?
No.
You didn't see
Okay,
me.
then.
I wasn't holding a picture of my social up. It wasn't.
Look.
It wasn't me.
Oh,
Shaggy.
look, he
It
called
wasn't
it.
me.
As soon as he kissed her, what is that?
Cherry.
Look.
Whatever.
Hey, Steve.
But here's the deal. I've dated both, and like I said, I can remember
Mean
when
black and white women. Okay.
I've dated Puerto Rican. I've dated Asian. I've
He's
dated
just a
Hispanic.
regular little slut.
I'm just telling you. I've dated the white women that I dated were not because they were docile in any way, form, or fashion, and the black women that I dated wasn't because
They were just the ones that gave you some.
it wasn't any reason like that. But I can tell you this: when I ran into the white girl that had a worse attitude than the black women I've ever dated, I knew right then it wasn't no difference. There is no such thing.
So is there the reason why you dated the white woman? Was it a certain type of white woman? I know that certain black men will only date like redheads, or certain will only date blondes.
Nope. No type.
Was it blondes have more fun? It wasn't that.
It wasn't
issue
any
at
of
all?
that. It wasn't any of that. I
It's
dated-
just who's attracted to you.
It's who's attracted to you.
Who fell
at the
for his
time.
ploy at the time. It might have been.
Who
you know,
went out with
yeah,
me?
Yeah.
Whatever. That's just the way it was.
Go say it, girl. Say it.
Why is it web?
Multiple arms.
All right. Well. I think we had a very productive show today. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you would like to know anything, you can also hit us up. unsolicitedopinions@gmail.com. Of course, make sure you subscribe. Hit the little subscribe button in the bottom right there to the YouTube page, and follow us on
We got a
Twitter.
YouTube page?
Yes, we do. Yes.
We got Twitter?
Yes, we do.
We got Instagram?
Yes, we do.
You gonna put your picture up?
No, we won't.
Oh, man, child
No,
support still
we
looking for me.
Child support still looking for him.
And on that note,
Knowing that I work at that office.
this show out. We'll see you back here next week.
Deuces.